I want to tell you what's happening right now in Kansas City. A police chase underway. 435 and 76th Street on the northbound lanes of 435. That was the last known location. They're probably much further north at this point because that was a couple of minutes ago. We got Sky Tracker on the way to the scene. We do know that it's undercover police cars are the ones chasing, and they are chasing a tan Chevy Silverado.
Yeah, and the driver's wanted for running cars off the road, and then that's when police initiated that pursuit. They picked him up just south of the Missouri River, heading northbound again on 435 and 48th Street. But again, just in the last few minutes, we said that we've learned that he has reached 76th Street right now. Again, Sky Tracker is
108th now. Yeah, so they're even further north now at 435 and 108th. Do we know how close Sky Tracker is to getting to this police chase that's currently underway? Jamie? Captain Greg, can you hear us?
Hey guys, yeah, we're trying to work out the camera shot for you. In fact, I'm going to have Brenda look to the left right now, and this is kind of raw live TV, so here we go. I'm going to have Brenda look to the left. We're going to be looking at 435 here in just a second. Go hard left, there you go, hard left. And that's going to be 435. We're going to follow that up 108th Street, and this may take a little while, guys. We're going to work on this, but okay. We're going to get back to you. As far as we know, well up into the north lane now. Brenda, keep going left. We're going to try to pick this up here just a little bit, and we'll see, guys, we're going to check with the police and see what we've got here. We'll get back in just a second.
All right, Captain, thanks so much. So just real quick again, 435 northbound, last known at 108th, probably even further north at this point as we look, as they zoom in. Tan Chevy Silverado. This might be them we're seeing.
Again, known for running cars off the road, and that's why police are in pursuit of this. It's in the Northland right now, as they're going, the last time we heard
108th. And they just went around that bend. If you're familiar with this area, they're going about 95 miles an hour. We just saw them take a turn around that bend there, and they've gone behind the trees. We're told that the Silverado may have even tried to run a semi off the road during this pursuit, and that's how this all started. Whoever's in this Chevy Silverado that's tan was running cars off the road. So police, it started off being unmarked cars. You have to believe that potentially marked cars have now joined that search. Police are trying to get the helicopter up, but they're worried about the safety of the other drivers at this point. So that all comes into play when they try to figure out whether or not they continue the pursuit or whether or not they have to call things off for safety. It's not an easy time to be out on the roads right now, traveling at 90 miles an hour. As you know, it's 415, 418 in Kansas City, but far enough north that we'll continue to get Sky Tracker on the way here and see what we can find out as they continue this chase. Just because many of you at home, I'm guessing, are probably saying, oh, any minute we're going to see it. We want to take this and stay with it until we see if we can pick something up. 435 northbound at Cookingham is where they are now. We're getting updates from our crew. So Cookingham, as our Sky Tracker crew tries to get there, traveling at, we heard, 90 miles an hour speeds, right, and running cars off the road, maybe even including potentially a semi.
You have to wonder here, because a lot of people are driving on the highway. They might not be paying attention. They might have the radio up in the car, the volume, and they might not be paying attention. But again, this is something that you need to be paying attention to, no matter what time of day you're driving, because things like this can happen. And it
just seems like we've had so many car chases. It just doesn't seem like it should be a common thing in Kansas City, but we have had several. Right. We had one just last week. Remember, we all watched that together. So right now our update is they're at 435 and 169. So as we do our best to pull that up and find out exactly what's going on there.
Again, we have police cars and undercover cars right now that are in pursuit of this Chevy, a tan Chevy Silverado. It's up to, from what we understand, excess of 95 miles per hour in this area. It looks like we're zooming in here to see if we can.
Well, 435. So now just to get your bearings in case you're not able to look at a map like we're able to, they've turned the corner right on 435 in the northeast corner of the loop, and now they're headed westbound, if that's right. On 435, they've passed Cookingham, then they passed 169, and they would be approaching, if this is right, 71. So now they're on northbound 169. Did they go on 169, Jamie? I'm sorry, our producer's name is Jamie.
They're on 169
So they're
now.
heading north on 169. We thought we had it, but as you can imagine how difficult it would be to be up in a helicopter and try to figure out which vehicle it is and zoom in. And if it's Brenda on the camera, I know her well, and I know that she does this so well, but as we search to see unmarked vehicles chasing a tan Chevy Silverado, they are on northbound 169. We've gotten that confirmed now. We understand that is the direction they're going.
And we also have it confirmed the police are trying to get their helicopter up as well to assist them in this case. Because again, we're just kind of giving you guys a bird's eye view. But as a police helicopter gets up there, they can definitely assist them and let officers on the ground know where they're headed, what's ahead of them, especially if they're on 169 northbound, if there's anything up in the roadway or anything that they need to know about as they are in pursuit of this.
Hey, Captain,
vehicle.
I want to come to you real quick because I don't know, maybe, I'm sure you can see a monitor that you're seeing what we're seeing. Can you help us? I've kind of lost our bearings here. What are we looking at 169 northbound now, the lanes closest to us?
Okay, come back towards us now. Right there. Down, go down, right there.
All right, looks
go
like we're getting
go
closer
right,
here.
Come down and right, down and right. Right there, there you go.
Okay, so here we go. There is the Chevy Silverado. You see the driver in the vehicle there. You can
looks
see
like there was
several police cars. It may not be him. At this point, can you imagine if you're in a Chevy Silverado
Right.
and it's
Right
not
now,
you?
right now.
And if that was a gesture, I think that he gave.
Look at the activity behind this truck.
There you go. Tighten up on the police cars. Right there, there you go.
Captain, can you hear us? Can you talk?
All right, guys. Yeah, real busy trying to catch up with this. Obviously, this guy's got some kind of a problem, I'm guessing, with the vehicle at this point, the way they've been pushing it, and very slow, maybe 10 miles an hour. A battery of police cars behind him, just kind of waiting for him to get out of this thing, if that's the case. And by the way, guys, this is going to be northbound 169, just north of 435. So people in the Northland that are familiar with the Vineyard Church, it's going to be just directly east of Vineyard Church at 169. So apparently this guy's not going to last much longer. Brendan's going to zoom in here just a little bit, and it looks like he's trying to get it to go, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm wondering if maybe, well, let's see what he does. Yeah, that's all I know about this, guys. I don't know what this started with. Do you know, was there anything?
We do, Captain. We know that it started at right near 435 and 48th Street was where we picked it up, and there was an initial pursuit, and we knew that there were reports of a guy in a Chevy Silverado trying to run vehicles off the road. And so police and undercover cars started their pursuit, and clearly from the vantage point you're able to give us, we have a lot more than just an unmarked car or a couple of unmarked cars. But definitely you can see some unmarked, some now definitely marked have joined that. Now we've come to a halt here on North 169.
And,
even during that pursuit, they were saying that he tried to run a semi off the road too.
Now look, this is interesting because you see this happens. The police get out. They have no idea what the circumstances are inside that car. So look at them taking cover behind the doors. Look at them with their guns drawn.
And we've even seen this driver here motioning out the window. It looks like he's getting out right now. And his window was down as he was motioning to officers earlier.
I get you.
Let's just watch this.
And there was a report that there were 2 people in there.
I don't remember that, but we're just going to watch this as this guy tries to make it clear that he is surrendering.
Yeah, a little smarter than the guy we dealt with last week. This guy knowing clearly what he's up against right now, and just giving up the police here pretty quick.
Does he have something in his left hand?
And at this point, don't you think police have to wonder, is there anybody else in the car? Because look at several of them still trained on the vehicle. It's hard to tell if that's a man or a woman, folks. Are you guys having the same?
They have.
So here we're... Captain, can you tell? Is there anybody else in that truck?
No, I mean, it's a kind of a large cabin truck, so whether somebody, you can see if the police approaching right now, they'll clear it pretty quick. And of course, in the meantime, guys, while they're doing that, 169 northbound is closed at 435. They have not closed southbound yet, although they may have behind me. So basically, 169 closed right now, north and southbound at 435 in the Northland.
And how many police presence here? I counted 8 at one time. If we pan out and zoom out just a little bit, we've got quite a bit of police presence here. 2, 4, 6, 8,
About
10, I would say. And as we come around this tree here, we're going to see activity with that suspect who got out of the car. And then we're going to check on backup for you. But can we see what's going on with the person that got out of the vehicle here? I thought they were at the back of that car. See 282? See the person in the white T-shirt?
Yeah.
Well, there's definitely a ponytail, which does make it hard to tell.
Right, from this angle.
Right.
And in cuffs already.
So I would imagine police at this point are like, what were you doing? What's going on?
And again, this driver right now is accused of trying to run people off the road and also...
and then not stopping. When you're doing that and then police try to pull you over and then you don't stop, and at one point even potentially even driving a semi off the road during this chase. But here we are, northbound 169, just north of 435 as we saw him turn off of there with an extreme police presence there. And we'll continue to follow this and try to get some more information for you. Can we see if there's any backup here, Captain? Are we talking? There's not a lot of traffic, I would guess, on northbound 169 at this time, but are we seeing any problems with backup yet?
Yeah, you know what, Krista, we'll go ahead and pull the camera back and look at 169. I think the police activity is going to resolve itself down there. You can see right there, that is northbound. It is closed at 435. As Brenda widens out here, you'll be able to see that that is the interchange right there, and that traffic coming up out of the city or coming off of 435 just holding up there for now. I would imagine this will clear fairly quickly, but probably another good 10 minutes or so before police can kind of resolve everything down there and get northbound 169 going back to normal.
The good thing for those motorists is it's not an accident, so it's not going to take,
long time for cleanup.
To clean
we'll
up.
Continue to gather information. Good job on SkyTracker trying to find that and then getting a hold of it. And we're able to watch what happened live as the truck pulled over there on northbound 169. But we'll continue to gather more information and let you know when we get more on this police chase. Another one here in Kansas City. We're going to stay with this just in case there's any more to tell you about. And any more to show you here as we bring a police van coming in.
Right, and this started, we got the call a little after 4, about half hour ago. It started at 435 northbound at 48th Street. Again, reports of a vehicle matching the vehicle's description that we showed you earlier, a tan Chevy Silverado running cars off the road. And that's when police in undercover cars and in marked cars started pursuing this vehicle. Again, this driver is still a suspect at this point, but it looks like they're definitely hauling him off, and he's going to face some charges of, again, high-speed chase. We heard that it was the speed went up to 95 miles per hour at some points, and again going through the Northland from 435 all the way up to Cookingham Road, I think was the last exit.
Before heading on to 169,
yeah, before
right?
getting on 169 northbound.
Just let you watch us with this here. Obviously, quite a bit of stuff in the back of the truck, so it appears it's a truck that's been used. You got a cooler back there and different things.
Mm-hmm. And again, it looks like as police looked in the vehicle, it looks like that driver was the only person in the vehicle at the time.
Again, just in case you're just joining us, if you've been with us, bear with us a second as we get everybody caught up. Northbound 169, this chase went north on 435, turned the corner, headed to northeast Cookingham, or North Cookingham, and then actually north 169 is where they turned. The person turned north on 169. We want to try to show you as best as we can, as quickly as we've tried to put this together for you, a map of where things started and where things ended. So the blue line, can we take that just real quick full, because the blue line is the path it took. So we're clear down south of 210 on 435 all the way north, up around the corner, and then see the exit, and where that ends is North 169, where the scene right now on the right-hand side of your screen is ended. So you can see the distance this took, like you mentioned, reaching speeds of upwards of 95 miles an hour on 435 northbound.
And that I-69 is, like Captain Greg was mentioning, it is closed right now. We saw several people several cars were backed up on there, up to where that exit is. And of course, it looks like the cars, again, they're starting to let cars go around the area right now. So traffic is starting to move once again. But again, police are still on the scene there, wrapping up the scene.
Traffic just starting to build up a little bit more, but as you saw, they're getting it moving. So because we've now got traffic moving past there, because we know police have now deemed it safe enough for cars to pass, I'm going to take a break here. We'll take a little bit of a breather, give you a minute, and then we'll be right back after the break.